That upon the death of Colonel Harlan Sanders, the entire state of Kentucky flew their flags at half-mast for 4 days. Now, if you're not from the United States, you might wonder why such a tribute would be given to a man known for fried chicken. The answer lies in the enduring legacy of the Colonel and the profound respect he commanded in his home state. Colonel Sanders wasn't just a fast food pioneer. He was a symbol of Kentucky's entrepreneurial spirit, resilience, and culinary heritage. His story is one of perseverance and tenacity. Starting from humble beginnings, he transformed a simple roadside restaurant into an international fast food empire. His secret recipe for Kentucky Fried Chicken, famously known to contain 11 herbs and spices, not only tantalized the taste buds of millions worldwide, but also put Kentucky on the global culinary map. In his lifetime, the Colonel became a beloved figure in his home state and beyond. His iconic white suit, black string tie, and goatee became synonymous with Kentucky hospitality and good food. He was more than just a successful businessman. He was a living embodiment of the American dream and a source of pride for Kentuckians. So, when Colonel Sanders passed away on December 16, 1980, it was a day of profound sadness for Kentucky. To honor his memory, Governor John Brown Jr. made a remarkable gesture. He ordered that all flags on state buildings be flown at half-mast for 4 days, a tribute usually reserved for national heroes or politicians. This act was not just about mourning the loss of a famous citizen, it was a testament to the deep-seated respect for the Colonel. It was a recognition of his contributions to Kentucky's identity, culture, and economy. It was an acknowledgement that Colonel Sanders was not just a fast food mogul, but a cherished son of Kentucky. Such was the respect for this fast food legend that the entire state mourned his passing in a way usually reserved for national heroes or politicians. And that, my friends, is the story of a colonel honored. Ever wondered where the phrase Kentucky Fried Chicken came from? It wasn't Colonel Sanders' idea. Now hold that gasp, because the story is quite the sizzler. A quick rewind to the past introduces us to Pete Harmon, a name that might not ring a bell but plays a pivotal role in our tale. Harmon was not only a good friend of Sanders, but also the first franchisee of the fast food giant we now know as KFC. But here's the crunch. The iconic catchphrase, Kentucky Fried Chicken, wasn't cooked up in Sanders' kitchen. Imagine this. Harmon, eager to put his newly franchised restaurant on the map, hires a sign painter. A simple task, right? Little did he know, this sign painter was about to serve up a phrase that would become as synonymous with fast food as fries and soft drinks. The sign painter, armed with brushes and a blank canvas, coined the phrase Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was catchy, it was inviting, and it was a tribute to the Colonel's home state. But more than that, it was a brand in the making. As the aroma of fried chicken wafted from Harmon's restaurant, so did the phrase Kentucky Fried Chicken. It was more than just a description of the food. It was an experience, a promise of flavor and quality that was rooted in the heart of Kentucky. The catchy tagline soon became the brand's identity, resonating with fast food lovers far and wide. It was a phrase that not only captured the essence of Sanders' recipe, but also served as a testament to his dedication and passion for serving high-quality, flavorful chicken. And so, a simple phrase painted on a sign transformed into a catchphrase that defined a brand, one that is recognized and loved across the globe. The phrase Kentucky Fried Chicken became a symbol of mouth-watering deliciousness, a beacon for fast food enthusiasts worldwide. And that, my friends, is the story of a catchphrase that took flight. Who knew that a simple sign painter would create one of the most recognized catchphrases in fast food history, chicken? But did you know he used a pressure cooker to get that perfect taste? Now that's a fun fact not many people know. Let's go back to the beginning. Colonel Sanders was not a fan of deep frying. He felt that it compromised the flavor of the chicken, and he was all about preserving that authentic taste. His preferred method? Pan frying. But as you can imagine, pan frying took a lot of time, and time is a luxury when you're in the fast food business. Enter the pressure cooker. Now, the pressure cooker isn't a new invention, but it was revolutionary in this context. The pressure cooker could mimic the pan frying effect that Sanders loved so much, but in a fraction of the time. It was a game changer. But it wasn't without its risks. Back in those days, pressure cookers weren't as safe as they are today. They had a reputation for being a bit explosive. But Colonel Sanders was a risk taker. He saw the potential for the pressure cooker in his kitchen and decided to take the plunge. And it paid off. The pressure cooker allowed Sanders to prepare his chicken quickly without sacrificing the flavor. It was the best of both worlds. It gave the chicken that crispy exterior and juicy interior that KFC is so famous for. It was a win-win situation. So was it worth the risk? Considering that KFC is now one of the most popular fast food chains in the world, I'd say it was. The pressure cooker revolutionized the way KFC cooked its chicken, and it's safe to say that it played a significant role in the brand's success. The pressure cooker was more than just a cooking tool for Colonel Sanders. It was a symbol of his dedication to quality and his willingness to innovate, and that's what made him a pioneer in the fast food industry. So the secret to that crispy, juicy KFC chicken? A pressure cooker. Colonel Sanders sold his company for $2 million in 1964, but the deal came with some interesting perks. Now you might be thinking, $2 million? That's it? But remember, this was the mid-60s, and $2 million was a hefty sum. Plus, this wasn't your ordinary buyout. The investors who purchased Kentucky Fried Chicken recognized the value of its founder. They knew that the Colonel's commitment to quality was a vital part of the brand's appeal. So, rather than shooing him out the door with a golden handshake, they made sure to keep him around. Firstly, they guaranteed Sanders a place on the company's board. But he wasn't just there to nod his head and sip coffee. No, the Colonel was given a role that suited him perfectly. He was made a quality controller. This allowed him to ensure that the standards he set for his beloved chicken were upheld. After all, who better to judge the quality of KFC than the Colonel himself? But that's not all. Sanders was also given a lifetime salary. This wasn't just a way to keep him financially secure. It was a recognition of the value he brought to the company, even after he had sold it. Last but not least, the Colonel was contracted to appear in commercials for the brand. Now, if you've ever seen a KFC commercial from this era, you'll know what a treat they were. With his white suit, black tie, and iconic goatee, Colonel Sanders was the perfect mascot for his own brand. His appearances in commercials not only boosted the brand's popularity, but also cemented his image as the face of KFC. So there you have it. By selling his company for $2 million, Colonel Sanders didn't just make a financial deal, he ensured his legacy would live on. He remained an integral part of the brand he built, influencing its quality, its marketing, and its overall image. Even after selling his company, Colonel Sanders ensured his legacy would continue. In Japan, KFC is a popular Western tradition for a Christmas meal. Yes, you heard it right. While Christmas might not be a national holiday in the land of the rising sun, the festive season is still celebrated with a unique twist. Rather than roast turkey or mince pies, the Japanese have embraced a different kind of Christmas feast, one that comes in a red and white striped bucket. Now, how did this happen? It all started back in the 70s when KFC launched an ingenious campaign called Kentucky for Christmas. The campaign was a masterstroke, capitalizing on the Japanese fascination with Western traditions. The clever marketing team at KFC managed to associate the brand with the Christmas festivities, turning fried chicken into a holiday staple in Japan. And as part of this campaign, they didn't just serve the regular menu. Oh no, they went all out, offering a special Christmas meal that even included champagne. The campaign was such a hit that it quickly became a beloved holiday tradition. But just how popular is this tradition? Well, let's take a look back at Christmas in 2015. That year, an estimated 3.6 million Japanese households celebrated Christmas with KFC. That's right, 3.6 million buckets of fried chicken consumed in just one day. And it's not just about the numbers. The anticipation and excitement that surround this tradition are palpable. People queue up for hours, sometimes even pre-ordering their Christmas buckets weeks in advance to ensure they don't miss out on this festive treat. So there you have it, a Christmas tradition that's uniquely Japanese, yet quintessentially KFC. It's a testament to the power of marketing, but also to the universal appeal of good old fried chicken. So, if you're in Japan during Christmas, don't forget to have some KFC, because it's not just a meal, it's a tradition there.